For decades, financial remittance services have been the primary bridge connecting the African diaspora to the continent. Millions of people send money back home every month to support their families and build their communities. A software engineer working in Brussels might wire part of her paycheck to relatives thousands of miles away. That capital lands in places like Eastern Congo, paying for school fees, medical bills, and local businesses. Now, a platform called DarAkili, a blend of the Swahili words for bridge and intelligence, is introducing a new kind of transfer. They call it the remittance of knowledge, built on the philosophy of Salela Bongo, using our brains to elevate our collective intellect. Money constructs physical infrastructure and covers daily expenses, but long-term independence requires technical skill. Sharing expertise directly across borders allows the diaspora to send back something capable of generating its own wealth. The typical learner accessing this platform isn't sitting in a university computer lab. They are navigating the web on a mid-range Android phone, carefully managing a metered data plan. They often face slow connections or power outages that last for hours, making heavy video streaming impossible. Many of these individuals have been bypassed by formal education systems due to geography or cost. Their primary engine for learning is their own motivation. When someone is that driven to learn data science or engineering, a mandatory sign-up prompt or a paywall shouldn't be the thing that stops them. Curiosity comes first. DarAkili removes those initial barriers. Anyone can browse the catalog, open a lesson, and run real Python code interactively without ever creating an account. This works because of WebAssembly. Your code executes entirely inside the browser. It severs the cloud connection, meaning zero latency and zero data charge. Once loaded, content is cached locally. You can keep running experiments for hours without consuming another megabyte. The curriculum covers software development, artificial intelligence, and mathematics, and the entire interface is available in French, English, Lingala. By stripping away latency costs and translating complex concepts into native languages, the platform gives the learner total control over how and when they study. The lessons themselves are authored by Africans. A data scientist working in Montreal can design a machine learning course and teach it entirely in French and Jula. This bypasses traditional university gatekeepers. It allows highly technical knowledge to flow directly to brilliant minds in rural areas or secondary cities who might struggle to absorb engineering principles. When an engineer explains recursion in Lingala or derives a probability formula in Twi, they prove that heritage languages are fully capable of carrying modern scientific thought. The creator earns income from lifetime access course fees while keeping their mother tongue technically relevant. The language gains a new body of modern literature, and the community builds a self-reinforcing knowledge base. While the vast majority of courses are free, premium content operates on a strict model. You pay one time, and you have access for life. There are no recurring monthly fees just to keep watching what you already bought. The checkout process accepts standard global credit cards, but it also natively supports the way the continent actually transacts: mobile money. Learners can pay directly from their phones using M-Pesa, MTN, Airtel, or Orange Money. If a learner cannot afford a paid tier, DarAkili offers a direct sponsorship engine. A relative in Paris can buy a course for their nephew in Dakar simply by entering his email address. The sponsor gets access to a dedicated dashboard and receives a weekly digest showing actual progress, right down to the exact lessons completed and the scores achieved on graded exercises. You never have to wonder if the money sent is being used to build a skill. The data loop proves the investment is working. Mastery is measured in the practice section, where learners tackle coding challenges and mathematical problem sets that are graded automatically and instantly. Scores feed into 3 concentric leaderboards: global, country, and town. A student doesn't need to rank against all of Silicon Valley to validate their hard work. They can start by being the top-ranked Python developer in their specific neighborhood in Goma, competing directly against their peers down the street. That tangible sense of local pride becomes the psychological engine keeping them engaged, bringing them back to practice every single day. This transparent accountability model works just as well for macro-level institutions. Ministries of education, national youth agencies, and NGOs can use this exact architecture. Public sector funders can sponsor digital skills cohorts at an immense scale, tracking the verifiable outcomes of thousands of learners across an entire province. But at its core, the platform remains deeply personal. Anyone, anywhere, can sponsor a learner and watch them build their future week by week. The remittance of knowledge should flow across every border, into every language, on every mobile network, carried by whoever cares enough to send it.
Us whole, sink the wisdom, take control. Act the wisdom, take control. Akili, the intelligence grows. DarAkili, the bridge we build.